When disaster strikes, there's usually no warning, which is why local emergency crews hold elaborate practice scenarios to be prepared when the worst happens. Naperville News 17's Alyssa Bochenek takes us to their latest drill.
It's a scene no one ever wants to face. 2 victims down, covered in chemicals, after chlorine clouds from a passing train fill the air and begin to spread. Luckily in this case, it was just a practice drill for local emergency teams, brought together in Naperville to train for hazardous material cleanup.
But we do hazmat training every month, and we don't get a lot of hazmat calls and incidents and leaks. So when we get a chance to practice and get everybody together, we have Aurora here, Downers Grove, and so when we can get those departments to come in and practice together and work together, then we can just brush up on our skills. So for when we do get the real incident.
Crews teamed up with the Canadian National Railroad to simulate how rescue and hazmat teams would alleviate hazards like a chlorine vapor cloud. The exercise took around 3 hours and detailed every step officials would take.
Initial companies get on the scene, they identify the product. Once the product is identified, they'll select the personal protective equipment to wear to deal with that product. Then if you see them on top of the rail car, they're doing a reconnaissance mission to see what they need to repair the leak. Once they determine the right equipment, they'll bring it up and they'll stop the leak.
In situations like these, the primary concern is to make sure any victims are taken care of as quickly as possible.
We did a quick recon and realized we had 2 victims down. We rescued those 2 victims, and then we deconned them with a hose line and washed as much chlorine product we could get off, and then we had both of them transported to the hospital.
This was the first time the team coordinated with the railway, and officials believe it was successful. I'm Alyssa Bochenek for Naperville News 17.
The Naperville Fire Department practices drills like these at least once a year.